It's coming home, it's coming.
I think I've heard that Deontay Wilder's coming over as well.
I usually bring the best out of every fighter I've ever faced. Hey! KRISTIAN, look who it is! It's the lads from BT!
People ask me how he is to train. He's probably the easiest person I've ever had to train. He likes the gym environment, he likes the routine. This is the easy bit, really. It's not difficult to get him to do the work. Some of the stuff he was doing at 25, 26 stone was ridiculous. You think, how can he be doing this? But he wasn't as unfit as he looked. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. That's really good. How are you feeling, Tyson?
Terrible, KRISTIAN.
Terrible.
I tell you the difference in the intensity. It was like me fighting Anthony Joshua, the slow one, and then me fighting Deontay Wilder, the speedy one.
Yeah.
You know.
So short and fast, long and steady.
Short, fast, long and steady. It helps you with the gears, going through the gears. Bam, 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 bam. Back in the jab. Move around. Back in the jab. Bam, 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 bam. It's a lot easier, isn't it, now? Lighter.
Yeah, every session you use less energy. You're not carrying. It's like having a 5-6 kilo weight on your back that's gone. Tyson's got very good natural stamina levels. He's got good VO2 max. You know, these lungs are absolutely huge, so he can do the rounds no problem. There's obviously heavyweights out there who are specimens and look unbelievable. Doesn't necessarily mean they even punch harder or better athletes. If you've got lots of muscle and you put too much muscle on, it can actually, you can deplete your muscles of energy. You wouldn't want 2 stone of muscle on top of Tyson, what he is now, no way.
It's like we're in the World Cup at the moment. Through to
You're in the group stages at the moment.
I was in the group stages. I've just been out of the group stages now. I'm in the last 16 with Pianetta. Then I'll be in the semis, quarters, finals. Get up! Taking the cup home. It's coming home, it's coming. And when I say it's coming home, I mean it's coming really home. Back to its original owner, me.
We're actually training at 35 degrees at the moment, and it's 14% oxygen, whereas normal air is 21%, so it's a third less of what you're used to. And then obviously we're training really hard in there, so it's massive benefits.
The altitude doesn't feel like anything until you start to train, until you start to run or go on a bike or hit the pads. And it's just hard to get your breath back. So once you get that sort of place where you're struggling and then you need a bit of a rest to recover, it's just harder to recover. That was an easier session today than normally. Obviously we're getting close to the fight now. So that was actually a little bit easier than we normally do, but still hard work.
Just take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
When you're training hard, if you can take the edge off it and have be nice and relaxed and laid back, you've obviously got to put the work in. It's a no-brainer. The hard work's got to be done. I just think that as long as we can create an environment where the lads are enjoying it, they're always going to get the best out of them.
I love it. I love fight week. I love walking around the city. I love staying in the Europa Hotel. I love seeing the people. And I love the fight. I can't wait. I can't wait to the fight. I think I've heard that Deontay Wilder's coming over as well. So another big character. Listen, it just adds more to everything and makes it an even bigger spectacle. But there's only one man in Belfast and one man that owns the show, and that's me. So yeah, as long as they know that, they're bigger men than me, but they'll know.
PT Sport. Oh, that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's been very welcoming. The people are amazing. For instance, I went for a walk after training. We trained pretty late. A couple of guys recognised me outside of the club and asked what I was doing, and I said I'm looking for food. So they organised the restaurant across the road to cook me some salads and that at 10:30 at night, and then wouldn't charge me. And they actually wished me luck and want me to beat Carl. So I've had a lot of support here, man. As a fighter, people think, oh, what are you going to do? You're going to go there and do this. You're going to go do that. Look, you just adjust on the night, man. So it's like life. You got to make adjustments. Things happen on a day-to-day basis that you don't expect to happen. And what do? Do you just, you got to adjust. You can't just give up and just, die. You got to make adjustments, and that's what I plan on doing in the fight, and that's what I've done my whole life. I've made adjustments. Most people live, you know, week to week. I live hour by hour. A lot of mental health issues that I suffered with that didn't really get brought to my attention until I was about 28. I was a mess, and I got involved in drugs. Marijuana was the main drug of choice. But I found boxing, man, and I mean, there's good things about OCD and there's bad things. The good things are it's made me dedicated to the sport of boxing, and if I want something, I can get it. The bad thing is that it can play with your mind. I used to drink a lot on the weekends and go out, and I used to have a crossbow, and I used to go into the bathroom downstairs and point the crossbow on my mouth and my head, and it was loaded with an arrow. Like, I don't know what I was doing. Like, I didn't want to pull the trigger, but like I was talking to myself, and it's like, see how far I could push myself, you know? Whatever happens in life, man, I'm happy with where I'm at. So, you know, I'm content with myself, which is a big thing that I've struggled with for many, many years. And I know I'm going to have to be phenomenal on the night to beat him. But look, I feel this is my destiny, man. I'm a little kid from Clanravale that grew up with a lot of issues within myself, and to get to this, you know, moment, it's surreal, man, and I feel it's my destiny.
I'm only interested in the Italian German who's coming to knock me out. Once highly touted, Emmanuel Stewart said he'd be a world heavyweight champion. He's been off the rails a bit. He's had a couple of losses in his last few fights, so you never know, he could rise to the occasion. I usually bring the best out of every fighter I've ever faced, because I know if they can beat me, they can cash a lottery check. And if he beats me, he becomes the lineal heavyweight champion of the world. The man that beat the man that beat the man, so the money will be big. So I'm expecting the best peanuts there's ever been. It won't be a problem or an issue to take his big right hand right in the chin, provided I don't get knocked out with it first.
I'm not late. Oh, perfect. It's going to be an absolutely huge night, and I think that the atmosphere always created at the football stadium. You know, Northern Ireland could be getting beat 4-0 and they're still singing, the fans, the most passionate, loudest fans in the world. That's 19,000 of them in a full football stadium. You put an extra 4 on a pitch, I think it's going to be special. There's loads of pressure and it's all on me. I don't think there's any pressure on Luke Jackson. People are expecting me to win, the bookies are expecting me to win, the fans are expecting me to win. That in itself brings a certain amount of pressure, but I believe I perform better in them pressurized situations. I've done it throughout my career before, and I believe when I've had to shine and turn it on, I can do it. You know, I'm due a stoppage. I haven't stopped anyone in quite a while, and I think Luke Jackson, he's there to be hit. I think I'll get rid of him.
He's been wanting this fight at Windsor Park all his life, and his dream is going to become a reality. You know, I've been involved with a lot of very good fighters over the years. Carl Frampton's one of those fighters where he's one of the most mentally strong fighters I've ever come across. You know, in all the years I was boxing, in all the gyms I've been around, he's so mentally strong. So it's going to be a great occasion, and he's going to be able to enjoy the ring walk for sure. But then once he gets in that ring, he's going to have to switch on.
Not long now.
Already? Looking forward, yeah. Very good.